Hello people, it's that time. It's that time again. Okay, dokie. So, welcome along everyone to my live stream. Welcome to the channel. My name's Danny C. Let's get down to business, shall we? So this is round 5 of the JCR British Touring Car Championship, and we are off to Montreal, the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, just approaching the halfway mark of the season. As soon as we finish round 5 of the championship, so we go again, business as usual. So obviously, now it's my chance to try and extend the championship lead. So obviously, what's going to be happening for those who are just tuning in? Obviously, just waiting for the lobby to open, and then I'll be cracking on with the task at hand. So. Last time out at Monza, I've got a pole position with a third place as well as a fastest lap in the process, and obviously finished second and on 3 wheels, which were we cannot get any more dramatic than that. So obviously I've extended my championship lead by a couple of points. So obviously it's just a case of building the momentum from there on. So. In terms of the points, there's myself on 76 points, and there's also Shadow, who is 67 points and 9 points behind me. Linebox is on 60 in third. LFC Ben in fourth with 47 points. So obviously it's just a case of continuing the consistency, which obviously I've very much finished on the podium every race, no matter if it's the sprint or the feature. So, but obviously with Canada, speaking of which, the lobby is open. Obviously, this is like a pre-entry only, for those who are wondering. So it's a pre-entry organised event only. So we are in it to go for the what is going to be a fascinating round at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. So one thing I must do also, click the downforce together, and then we will head off to the track and get the feel of the car. Okay. So for those who are wondering about Jimmy Codger Racing, he has a channel and he is the host of his British Touring Car Championship series. For those who like to go and check him out on YouTube and across Instagram as well. So go and check him out and across the socials. So yeah, so I'll just leave a like on the stream. So I've done some practice. Behind the scenes in terms of, getting the sprint race trim as well as the strategy side of things. But we don't really know what the tires and fuel is going to be like. But obviously we're stepping into the unknown side of things. So Givenchy's left on the intermediates. So. Don't want to be sliding across the track whilst on intermediates on the bone dry track. If only it rains, but in this track it don't rain, sadly. So let's get on with it. And try and avoid the walls best I can. Hitting them hard, if you know what I mean. So the objective is to have that same sort of feeling as I had from the other day. And for those who are just tuning in as well, that what's going to be happening is that there's going to be a 10-minute qualifying session after this practice section done, and then you also have the 20-minute sprint with no tyre wear, no fuel consumption rating involved, and obviously we've got a 40-minute feature race coming up, which you do need to use the soft tyre compound and also to get the strategy together for what is involving tyres and fuel. So we don't know what the settings are going to be until we come across it, so we will see how that pans out. Welcome along, Craig. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're doing good, pal. And for those who are on the stream, and go and check out CC Sim Racing, they have got some new championships announced recently, as they've got the classic Mini Cooper Championship, and there's also the Ford Focus Cup Championship that's recently been announced for what's next for CC Sim, and it does involve some prizes. Obviously, the top three for the Focus Cup, as well as the top two, or I should say, for the minis. So, if I remember correctly, good prizes, really good prizes. So the entries, registrations open until tomorrow for those who wish to take part of it in those championships. As long as you're clean, no matter what DR and SR rated driver you are, then, or as long as you showcase your clean, respectful team racing, then that's the main criteria. So obviously, that's one of them things that you need to know if you wish to join in the League Racing Championship. So and you know what, I had a good season in the Clio Cup, and not too disappointed with how things have panned out behind the scenes, but it is what it is. But and I thank you, Craig, for and those who work behind these scenes, just to make this championship will happen in the Clio Cup, having been so close to winning it, even by the smallest of margins. And I can't thank you more enough for the opportunity you've given me, to give me the ability to showcase that I still have that championship material. But we're not done yet, because this is my next best opportunity to go and win the championship. But we've still got work to do also. And even if I do win the championship in this series, then therefore I'll get my redemption served. But we're just approaching the halfway mark of the season, so we've just got round 5 to do, and then we'll reach the halfway mark of the championship, and we will keep going and keep pushing till the end. We have a car up ahead, Whoever that is. And there is the Renault Clio Cup Championship up ahead, representing eBay Motors BMW. That is Butler, aka Butters. So well done to you for winning the Renault Clio Cup, buddy. Been a good season we had from start to finish, no matter the outcome. And he's gone around. Feeling good at the track so far, so just gonna go for a quick toilet break before qualifying gets underway. So I'll be back in 2 secs. And I'm back. I'm back. So we get the feel the car once more. Okay. Happy with what we got. getting a bit darker now. So we've got LFC Ben behind me, and then Glowing Gold, then Audio Muted, but Shadow just not in the top 8. So unless he can find the the exact settings for the downforce, but don't seem to be on it so far. But let's see if he can pull something out of the bag in the last couple of minutes of practice, as well as the qualifying, because that could be I'm not saying for definite, but that could be one of those weekends where Shadow might be on the back foot in terms of although that as they say that practice makes perfect, but then when you have other things to deal with, you can't be out. So that's maybe like one of the issues that somebody might be struggling to find, in terms of the time and investment on the time and efforts to be sure that you're ready for the task in hand. But so we will see how that pans out as Butler 2 jumps up to P2. So we've got Drubit, who is standing in for somebody. I'm trying to work out who is he standing in for, because it's good to have Drubit in the touring car grid. So what I'll need to do there is get a practice start if I can. Find somewhere to get a practice start and do it at the start, finish straight. So qualifying's about to get underway. So obviously Shadow managed to get himself into 5th at the moment with a 44.5, and just needs to find very much nearly a second to try and match my time. So qualifying's about to get underway, and good luck everyone. And obviously Ben pips Butler in the final part of practice as we head down to the 10-minute qualifying for the sprint. Good luck everyone. Going straight out, no messing around from my side. Let's get this first flying lap underway. Let's get this first lap out of the way. Out of the way. What's it going to be? I can get better. Welcome along, Max. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well. I'm not too bad, thank you. I'm not too bad at all. Thank you, Max. What's it gonna be this time? Just needed to put it together on this chicane. Let's go. Here we go. A 43.4. So I've got Shadow in P2 at the moment, but things could change pretty quickly. One last lap. There we go. Last push. Come on. It'll do. It'll do for now. Quick toilet break before it all changes. And I am back. So, Shadow has improved in the end. So that is pole position for the third race in a row. The sprint race. Get in there, Danny. So just a, well, what is, well, another point in the bag. So that goes from what is a 9-point deficit to a 10-point deficit between myself and Shadow. So well done, everyone. So it'll be any moment where we get the sprint race underway, lasting around 20 minutes. 20 minutes sprint, of course. Thanks, Ben. So we've got Glowing standing in for Platinum in the Valvoline, Vaughan Mondale Valvoline, and then we've got the Rob Carlard's Airways BMW that Drew Bitt is standing in whilst Tyler's away. Any moment now, the race is about to get underway. And let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. And good luck. Let's do it for Rowdy. Good start from my side. So I'm getting away with Shadow a bit. But Butler's not far off as well. So we've got Danny C leading the way with Shadow in second, Butler in third. Dare you to get this close to the wall, mate. Well, he's getting a little closer, so he's letting me know that he's there. Is he gonna go for it? Knew I had to pounce at the moment. Good scrap between myself and Shadow for the, not only for the race win, but for the championship on the line. Line bus has suffered a mechanical issue. Unlucky, buddy. Much closer than before. Get it, stop, get it, stop. He's not giving up also. Oh, it's going to be last of the brakes. Hello, hello. I made him think. Last 2 laps now. Hitting the wall. Oh, he's going sideways. Lost a couple of tenths there. Back into striking distance. And he did the same as well. He hit the wall later on. This is a do or die kind of attitude. Here we go. Let's go. Drag race to the chicane. Come on. This is it. Do or die. Oh! Well played, Shadow. Well played. Cracking race. Yep. Hats off to him. Kept me on my feet from start to finish. Thank you, Max. So let's have a look at them. We've got David, who's finished fourth on that one, just missing out the podium as LSC Ben gets a third place finish. So well done to Shadow, who gets his fastest lap and a win as well. And obviously you got myself into second. That was That was some cracking race, and then obviously that none of us want to give up also, and yeah, not only for the race win, but for the championship also. Ooh. So what is it becoming? Obviously, Shadow gets 10 and I get 9, and then Shadow gets a bonus point as well. So my lead has gone from what was a 10-point lead to an 8-point lead. Yes, no problem, Shadow, and thank you for joining tuning in to my stream, and some really good racing from start to finish. Obviously, yeah, I did try to invite me. So I've saved the replay, so obviously we could just like look at it. Although I won't get a chance straight away to see what happened in the chicane there. So it's yeah, just like one of them things that you know, when you're racing there for a certain position, then obviously there was not really much room for the well, going onto the apexes of the chicane. So, but I can look at that. Well, we can look at it. Well, in our own time. So, don't want to dwell on that too much, but because what I've done is I've got a point for the pole position, and obviously I've only lost like what 2 points, obviously because you got the win and the fastest lap. So, but I've only just like finished behind you, also. So there's no stress, no stress. So let's see what's crack here. Okay. Shadow just needs to have a look there as well. Yeah, definitely. Quick toilet break before I do some do some laps on a certain tire. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, so don't forget the downforce. Got DC says that. Sorry, yes, says Shadow. No stress, mate. Check the downforce. Downforce is exactly to where I want it. So, obviously, I need to see it myself at yeah, if it is the case that Shadow did felt a bit of contact, then yeah, obviously it's one of them things where it happens. It happens. Yeah, me too, Shadow. Me too. Thank you for letting me by. Wasn't sure that, even though he took my tower, so therefore he took the fastest lap as well. I'm just doing an experiment on the tire durability, minding my own business. Where's he gonna go? Didn't ask for that, but thank you. Welcome along, line bus. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry to see that you had a mechanical issue in your sprint, but hopefully you get the issue fixed. Yeah, it was a good watch. It was good watching this sprint. Definitely worth looking back for sure. You're off out tonight. No problem, mate. Well, enjoy your social activity, whatever you do, and look after yourself. And hopefully you get the issue fixed on your wheel. And I hope to see you again. Thank you, line bus. Confirm setups. Choose your starting tyres. So I'm happy with the downforce setup, and I'm along with the starting tyres. So I could get around 7 laps on the softs and with a bit of fuel left. So that's good to know. Let's see what Shadow's in. He's in the softs. So he's on the similar strategy to me, so good luck everyone. Let's do what we can from the feature at the back, and let's do the driving on the track. Thank you, Max. Oh, Swifty's gone round. Unlucky, buddy. Shadow's there. Watch him, watch him, watch him. Wrong place, wrong time. As Shadow sees the opportunity. Watch out for David, he's got a half-second penalty. So David's about to serve a half-second penalty. Wasn't sure if that was a good move or not, but a 44-9 for the time being. Welcome along, Derek. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm not too bad, thank you. Hope you're well. Definitely not going to do another lap with how shredded that front left tyre is. Don't want an episode of Monza feature race where I finished a race on 3 wheels at one point. And I'll jump way ahead of audio. Come on, come on. Where's audio? Is he behind? Got to be. Got to be. Just. Fluff my lines a touch. Thank you, mate. Didn't ask for anything. Oh, he's got a penalty, that's what it is. These two are squabbling for what is the race lead now. These two going side by side, and then Shadow gets a good run on that one and gets the move stick. Lovely stuff. Copy that. Done this loads of times. So we're just halfway mark of the feature race, and obviously Shadow's leading LFC Ben at the moment. Glancing with the wall there. Didn't do me any harm whatsoever. Oh! Bit of a hit from LFC Ben on Shadow. So that's lost him a few tenths there. Oh! Almost lost it through the wall of champions. The question is, are they going to pit once more, or are they going to hang it out to the end? I don't know if Shadow's just suffering with tyre wear or what, but he seemed to be struggling a little bit. Surely he's giving him a bubble draft just worth a few tabs. LEC Ben gets the move done. Nothing between the pair of them as Shadow then going for it once more. And Shadow gets the move done, only just. And Ben's going for the move again. Is he? Is he not? Now this is interesting. Guaranteed chance to be in it for the long run. I'm not sure what tyres Shadow on though, that's the thing. Can see Shadow up there as well. Just ahead of him. More like it. And then got Shadow to worry about, but he's got a half-second penalty for track limits. He's going soft. I thought that's what Ben were on. The hard compound tyres. Shadow says the hard second penalty. And it looks like it could be one of us who's going to get eaten. Most likely Shadow, because LEC Ben's on the soft tyres. Let's go. But that's not going to last long because LEC Ben's on the much fresher and stickier tyres. I just need to keep building the gap over Shadow best I can. There we go. Just as expected, LFC Ben takes the fastest lap. So an extra pointer goes to LFC Ben. I just need to finish ahead of Shadow, no matter where we finish. And he doesn't seem to be finding the answer. But the question is, can LFC Ben hunt down Shadow in the last couple of laps of the race? Two laps left. I can push on, burn the fuel out. And it looks like LFC Ben's going to run out of laps as well. Obviously, because he's just a bit behind Shadow. A couple of seconds between them. Two laps to go. Let's get the job done. So we're entering what is the last lap of this motor race, and just enough fuel to do another lap. And everything I've done has been spot on in terms of the strategy. After what has been an intense sprint race from start to finish between myself and Shadow, but the points have gone over to Shadow's way, even when there was nothing between the pair of us in terms of the racecraft and the wheel-to-wheel, bumper-to-bumper combat side of things. And obviously here we are now, 5 rounds in and 10 races done, 5 sprint races done, 5 feature races done, and it has been like what has been a really good season from my side, having been on the podium very much every race so far this season. But we've got another 5 rounds to go and another 10 races left, plus including the sprint, 5 sprint races and 5 feature races. And it looks as though it's looking like it's between myself and Shadow, isn't it? And the run up for the battle on the championship. LFC Bender, just what could have been that a little bit closer to what is a couple of seconds away from Shadow for what could have been a P2 in that regard. So around the final corner, And Dan AC takes the feature race win at Montreal. Get in there, Danny! Let's go! It's Dan AC time, man. It's Dan AC time at Montreal. Whew. So there's your results. So I've got myself taking the feature race win with Shadow in second, LAC Ben in third with the fast lap. Thank you, Max. I appreciate it. So just want to spare a moment to congratulate LFC Ben's left. So according to my maths, came into this feature race with an 8-point lead. So, and because I finished ahead of Shadow, I've got that to 1 point back. So basically, we're just back to how many points we've had before going into Montreal. So I had a 9-point gap coming into Montreal, and I come away with a 9-point gap from Montreal. Thank you, Derek. Appreciate it. So another good day at the office. So I don't know if it's just the fact that when me beating Shadow in the feature, whether it's just anything to do with just giving way. If it felt to he did make contact with me in the feet in the chicane. So obviously I need to have a look at that. But when I get a chance, it's not going to be straight away like so. Other than that, we've reached the halfway mark of the JCR British Touring Car Championship. So, but yeah, it's been good. It's been good in that regard. Obviously, very intense sprinter from start to finish, and then for the feature, I've played smart and obviously managed to do the business, and therefore, maybe if I could have hang it out for another lap or two on the mediums I were on, maybe another extra pointer was on the cards. But anyway, it's the Formula One's at 4 o'clock race start in the UK. So I'll be catching up some bits as I need to crack on with whatever you need to do. So what we needed to do, but just want to spare a moment to say thanks for the race, and let's play again sometime. And thank you, Jimmy, for what is another good round at in the touring cars. So we're really just getting on to the consistency side of things, just to either keep the hold of the championship lead or even trying to extend it for when the opportunities that. But Shadow, in the other hand, he's not making my life easy. I'll give him that. So we will keep going until the end, no matter what. So obviously, another five rounds to go with another 10 races left, including the 5 sprint races and 5 feature races. So we're in for what is going to be an interesting second half of the JCR British Touring Car Championship. So I just want to spare a moment to say 0 again and open the ticket. So get in there, Danny. Thank you, Shadow, and GG's to you, and thank you for this evening as well. Pleasure racing with you as always. So, according to my maths, my championship leader going into Montreal just remains the same. Because I could do the maths as I go along there quickly, and so, but yeah. You took too much you took well, too much fuel at the end by about 4 points. Yeah, yeah, something like that. But obviously, then comes the I just need to have a look well at the chicane well for the last lap of the sprint when I get a chance. But I won't be able to respond straight away. But yeah, so and having put on a really good strategy as well, it's certainly will prove to be a key factor for sure. You know, just to make sure that I get through the field in one piece, as well as making some overtaking maneuvers at the right place at the right time, whilst everybody else was on a different strategy and people fighting for a certain position. And other than that, it was just a case of making sure that we get through the strategy phases on the dry track in one piece, and did that rightly. So I'm going to open the ticket. So I've got a 4-star roulette ticket. Okay, dokie. So, just want to spare a moment to say thank you very much to those of you who have been watching round 5 of the JCR BTCC, and I hope you all enjoyed yourselves as watching the show, as well as myself providing the content as always. So. Okay. So, yes, ladies, to you, Shadow, thank you very much once more, and hope to see you again. Obviously, yeah, be watching bits of the Formula One. Obviously, I managed to watch the qualifying as well, bits of practice also, and I'll be watching to see what's going off in the first race of the 2026 season. So, who knows? But, so next I'll be live is Tuesday. I'm not decided on what category I'll be throwing out. Whether it's well, I was thinking Super Formula at some point, but then it's just a case of thinking something similar. Whether it's the GR ones, but we'll think of something. So that's when I'll be next live for some open lobby racing. Other than that, more bits and pieces will be coming along. Having not really got much other than just one for open lobbies and then the other for the league racing. That's every Saturday until 11th of April. So maybe sneaking another open lobby session on a Friday if I've not got anything planned. Obviously, I went out from yesterday, and then that of course I had my first drink since 31st of December, so it was well needed, and I've only had like 4 pints, and I'm totally fine because I've managed to buy a bottle, a drinks bottle, a water bottle, and have it in between. So I was totally fine. Steady away. Not gone desperate on the alcohol, but you know what I mean. So although I haven't been drinking in much, so back into not drinking any alcohol, do you know what I mean? So therefore that the levels just continue to remain at the highest possible, if that makes sense. So I'm going to crack on with whatever I needed to do. So whatever you're up to, have a great evening, great afternoon, great morning, wherever you are in the world, and look after yourself. And from myself, Danny C, as a pole sitter in the sprint, missed out the sprint race win, and of course managed to put up a good strategy in the feature. And other than that, I shall catch you all on Tuesday evening, looking at approximately 6:30 UK time, just like the usual, as he has been for the past few weeks and so on. So have a great one, everyone, and From myself, Danny C, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.